Hello, and welcome to this session of Uncorked, Unwind. I'm Greg with Chagrin Beverage. We have an exciting session today with two fabulous grapes, Chenin Blanc and Cabernet Franc. And to discuss these grapes and these producers, I have with me today my friend Allan Riegel from Taub Family Selections. And I'd like Allan to take over at this point and discuss these two wines, these two varietals. Allan, welcome to Chagrin Beverage. It's nice to have you.
My pleasure.
Please.
So today we're going to take a look at a red wine and a white wine from France, both from the Loire Valley, which is in one of the most northern growing regions in France. Only Champagne is more northerly in its growing region. The Loire Valley stretches 600 miles from the western side of France all the way to the Atlantic Ocean in the east and produces a number of different exciting types of wines. Today we're going to look at two specific communes or villages within the Loire Valley in Chinon and Vouvray. So the first wine we have is Chateau de Montfort, Vouvray Demi-Sec. And Demi-Sec is the style of wine. Chateau de Montfort is the estate that it's named for. And Vouvray is the grape. Now, being from Vouvray, we know that the only grape of significance that's planted there is Chenin Blanc. So we know when we see a white wine from Vouvray, it's Chenin Blanc. But it can be a number of different styles. In fact, Demi-Sec is a style of wine. Sec meaning dry and demi meaning half. So it's a half dry white wine. Conversely, it also means it's a half sweet wine, but not sweet that it's sugary and syrupy at all. It's sweet in that it's very, very fruit driven in its style and lip smacking in its character. So let's give this one a sniff and a taste and see what it's all about.
And cheers, Allan.
Cheers to you.
Thank you. Thanks for being with us. What's interesting about a style of wine like this demi-sec, is like other styles of wine, it allows you to compare or complete or contrast food styles. With us going into the holiday season of Thanksgiving, Christmas season, the New Year's season, this is a very interesting wine that would pair very, very nicely with certain birds and certain sauces, that's for sure.
So just delicious on its own. It always reminds me of golden delicious apples. This is what you drink all day while you're cooking and doing all the receiving of guests and taking care of everybody else. Have a few sips of this in between.
It's a nice pronounced acid also. I think the balance of acid contributes very much to the whole food concept, or as Allan alluded to, just a sipping wine. So very, very, very nice wine, very delicious for Chenin Blanc.
So acid is that snappiness that you find at the finish, at the end of the wine, and helps refresh your palate for that next bite of food or next sip of wine. The second wine we have is a red wine from another village, Chinon, which lies on the River Vienne just off of the Loire River. And this is from Chateau Coudray-Montpensier. So a big name, but the grape that's used to make it is Cabernet Franc, so one that hopefully you're all familiar with. Although you may never have had it, it's used as a blending grape in a lot of instances. But it's very well expressed in this area of the world as a wine of its own. So it has a very tart, cranberry-ish, cherry, plum, fruity style up front. But then behind all that is a sense of the garden. Cabernet Franc always reminds me of what sweet pea blossoms smell like when they're ripening. So let's give this one a try. Yeah, all that black cherry and plum and licorice, and a little bit of smoke in there. And it does what a red wine should, is it provides that crunch and crispness and cleanses the palate again to go with the meal. When we're talking about Thanksgiving dinner and how these two wines go well with everything, when you think of a savory roasted turkey, a fruit-driven younger red wine is really a wonderful companion to that type of item. And then when you have the richness of sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, and gravy, whatever else is on your plate, You need something to cleanse that and refresh yourself for that next bite, so it doesn't all just become heavy and weigh you down as you're eating your meal. And in the same vein, the Vouvray, the Chenin Blanc, really helps that refreshing aspect as well of the meal. It readies you to keep eating, as it were. Get you ready for the pie at the end.
Definitely. These are wonderful wines, Allan. The cost of a bottle of wine, roughly $18.99, I believe.
Yep. Both wines would retail for $18.99 here at the store, and they'll be in supply all throughout the holiday season.
Definitely. The Loire Valley is one of my favorite regions, quite frankly. Not only because of the great grape varietals that are coming out of there, but also they're wonderfully paired with certain foods as you plan a meal. It's also an area that is well known for the Sauvignon Blanc grape. Many of my customers say they like Sauvignon Blanc. Well, maybe what we can do now is explore the Loire Valley for that specific grape, along with these two fantastic grapes. And they go by the name Sancerre and Pouilly-Fumé. So stop in and we can discuss that particular grape too. The whole top selection of their portfolio is fantastic, and I'm very happy to represent it. So please don't hesitate to come out. We have lots of information at Chagrin Valley here. Go to our website, cvbev.com. We want to thank you. I want to thank Allan for joining me today and representing his fine wines. And we look forward to chatting with you again and on our next session of Uncorked and Unwind. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you here at Chagrin Valley Beverage, situated at Richmond Road and Emery, the intersection of. So cheers, all the best, and we look forward to seeing you. Allan,
take care.
Thank you.
We'll see
Cheers.
you.